Hello everyone, I'm Bruffy1322 and welcome to the first installment in the countdown of the best fully upgraded cars in GTA Online. If this is the first video you've seen in this series, click the annotation below or the link in the description and everything will be explained in the intro video. Otherwise, let's get started. So, in 140th and last place of all, it should come as no surprise that we have the lawnmower. The lawnmower actually managed a lap time of 6 minutes 30 seconds. Now whilst that doesn't mean that much at the moment because we haven't seen the lap times that anything else can do, take into account the fact that our 139th placed vehicle, the Air Tug, actually got a lap time that was 3 minutes per lap quicker than the lawnmower. So with a 3 minutes 24, it's still very slow, but it's still 3 minutes a lap quicker than the lawnmower. In 138th place though, we've got another utility vehicle with the Fieldmaster. Now the Fieldmaster actually breaks that 3 minute barrier with a 2 minutes 57.1, still very slow, and then the next vehicle after that actually breaks that 2 minute barrier as well, so we're getting those lap times down very quickly. 137th place is the Taco Van. Now the Taco Van is our first placed van. Obviously we've had our last placed van, we've obviously had 3 utility vehicles so far. And basically next up we've got another van, and that is the Surfer in 136th place. Now the Surfer is actually our worst fully upgradable vehicle in the game. Now that's because out of the 140 cars that you're going to see in this video, in this series, 15 of them can't actually be modified at Los Santos Customs and upgraded. So for example, the Boxville that you're seeing now, the first 4 vehicles that we saw, none of those can actually be taken to Los Santos Customs, stored in your garage, upgraded and used in a race in that way. The only way you can actually use them in a race is to use them from the race lobby when they're given to you as a default vehicle. So you know, I've included them throughout these videos just for completeness and to show you the kind of mix that you have. But it's worth noting that a lot of these vans that are further down in the lists, and you are going to see 13 different vehicles that can't be upgraded out of the first 20 in this video. 13 of them won't be able to be upgraded, and it's just interesting to note that some of them are still quicker than their fully upgradable cousins. So the Surfer is actually our slowest fully upgradable vehicle in the game. So in 132nd place we had the Caddy there, and then in 131st we have the Regina, which is our next slowest fully upgradable vehicle in the game with a 1 minute 33.2 lap time. It's extremely slow. I mean, we've taken a big jump from the 140s that we had from the slowest vans, but it's still extremely slow, and especially for the worst sedan as well in the game. Then in 130th place we have the Rumpo, and it's interesting in this first video to sort of see the different mix that you get really. You know, you've got sort of vans that can't be upgraded, mixing it in with cars that can be upgraded, and it's interesting to see that even vans that can't be upgraded with turbo and transmission and engine are still beating and are on par with vehicles that can be upgraded. For example, here you've got the Dune Loader in 128th place, and this is fully upgraded. You know, it's got all of the stuff, the engine and all that kind of stuff, the turbo, but it's still only getting a 128.8, and that's just the same as, and it's even beaten by the Pony, which is in 127th place, which can't be upgraded. So you've got a lot of different things in this in these videos further down the lists that just show the sort of the wide variety of vehicles that you have in these slower areas. So in 126th place we do have the Emperor, which is our next worst sedan after the Regina. Obviously with the 128.1 we do have cars that are getting reasonably similar lap times here, but they are all very, very slow and certainly down the back end. Now the Clown Van in 125th place is actually the same as the Speedo, so if any of you have any questions about where the Speedo is, the Speedo is the same as the Clown Van. They are the same vehicle, they're just different styles. And then in 124th place with the Crusader we have our lowest placed SUV. Well, it's technically a military vehicle, but it can be used in SUV races, and this is our last vehicle in this video that can't be upgraded. So in 123rd place we have the Tornado, which is our lowest place sport classic car. And it's interesting to see that we're starting to get some even more of a different mix of types of classes at this point. Obviously the sports classics have featured quite early there with the Tornado. In 122nd, we have the Bobcat XL, which is just another van, but it is, it is the 5th placed van. We are getting quite high up in the vans class at the moment. And then to finish off the video, in 121st place, we have the Rat Loader, which is our first muscle car, the slowest muscle car in the game, and it is very, very slow as well. Obviously not that much different from the the Bobcat or the Tornado, but it's not going to be winning any muscle races anytime soon. So we've flown through the first 20 there. I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. I want you now to let me know in the description which vehicles you think will feature in the next 20. So the next episode is going to feature places from 120th all the way up to 101st, and I want you guys to let me know what you think is going to be in that video. Remember to leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe if you're new. Thanks a lot for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time.